And in deforestation also the amount of carbon dioxide in the air increases. Mining is another activity. Water is essential for life. State 3 reasons. So here is the first reason. All cellular processes take place in water medium. All the reactions that take place within our body and within the cells occur between substances that are dissolved in water. And the third point, substances are also transported from one part of the body to another in dissolved form. Name 2 biologically important compounds that contain both oxygen and nitrogen. That is proteins and nucleic acids. They contain both nitrogen as well as oxygen. What is the role of nitrogen fixing bacteria? The nitrogen fixing bacteria, they convert the free nitrogen into nitrites and nitrates. How is soil formation different from soil erosion? Now, in soil formation, the parent rock weathers into small particles, and the small particles form the soil. Whereas in soil erosion, it is the removal of the topsoil by agents like water and wind. The agents for soil formation, we have a couple of agents for soil formation. That's the sun, we have wind, water, and small biological soil formation with the help of small lichens and other very small plants growing on the rock. But when it comes to soil erosion, water or wind causes soil erosion. Why does Mathura refinery pose problems to the Taj Mahal? Now, from the refinery, there are oxides of nitrogen and sulfur given out. These oxides of nitrogen and sulfur, they combine with water, rainwater, to give acid rain, form nitrous and nitric acid. This acid rain then affects the marble of the Taj Mahal. What is smog? Mention its harmful effects. When fuels are burnt, nitrogen and sulfur too are burnt, and this produces different oxides of nitrogen and sulfur. Now they dissolve in rain to give rise to acid rain. Now the combustion of the fuels also increases the amount of suspended particles in the air. These suspended particles could be unburnt carbon particles or substances called hydrocarbons. Now the present high levels of all these pollutants cause visibility to be lowered, especially in cold weather, when water also condenses out of this. This is known as smog. Now studies have shown that regularly breathing in air that contains any of this substance increases the incidence of allergies, cancer, and heart diseases. So basically, smog is fossil fuels, burning of fossil fuels releases unburnt carbon in the air. Next, the water molecules condense around these. Around the suspended particles and form smog. Smog, it lowers visibility. And breathing of such air can also cause diseases like cancer, allergies, and heart diseases. Explain how burning of fossil fuel causes air pollution. So here you write 2 points. One, you write the point on acid rain, and the second you write the point on smog. And for the next question, dust is a pollutant because if there's too much of dust, number one, you get smog, which lowers visibility, and breathing such air can also cause certain diseases. It will affect the respiratory system. It can cause allergies, respiratory allergies. The use of fertilizers for a long period cause soil pollution. The first thing is, when large use of fertilizers, you add chemicals to the soil, and because of this addition of chemicals, the soil may become acidic. There is a change in pH, which is undesirable. And the second point is it kills certain microorganisms. It also would kill earthworms. Excessive use would kill earthworms and hence reduce humus and decrease fertility. Water pollution leads to soil pollution. For irrigation for growing crops, we use a nearby water. For growing crops or for irrigation, water from the nearby bodies is used. Bodies is used, and if this water is polluted, it would cause soil pollution. It would cause soil pollution. How do forests influence the following, like air? The quality of air. Forests have trees and plants that absorb the carbon dioxide and they liberate the oxygen, thus maintaining their levels in the biosphere. Next is the quality of soil. Roots of trees hold the soil particles and they prevent erosion from taking place. Dead trees and plants or parts add humus and organic matter to the soil, thus making it fertile. Then we have the water. Forest allows easy going to the water cycle in nature and cloud formation, condensation in the form of rain. It also helps the roots help to increase the water level, increase groundwater level. These roots help the water to seep into the soil. Here is the nitrogen cycle. We need to know what is A. Now A is a process of ammonification, which is conversion of nitrites and nitrates to ammonia. Then next we have B. B represents ammonia. And then we have C here. C are nitrites. Here is D, and D is nitrates. And we have E. E is the process of denitrification, where the nitrates is converted into free nitrogen. Here is a carbon cycle, and this one represents plants, organic compounds or plants. The carbon dioxide first enters into the plants. Then we have 2 from the plants, it enters into the animals, organic compounds in animals. Then this 3 could be shells of marine animals. Then we have 4. This 4 represents carbonates in water. And then 5, limestone. Explain in detail the formation of soil due to the various factors. So here you got to explain about the sun, how it forms soil, water, wind, and living organisms like the lichens, how they help in the formation of soil. And all this is given in detail on page 195. Next, what is the function of humus? What is the function of humus? Now, humus is a major factor in deciding soil structure because it causes the soil to become more porous and allows water and air to penetrate deep underground. So it basically decides the soil structure. It also adds a lot of organic material to the soil. More importantly, it makes the soil porous and allows water and air to penetrate deep underground. What is the importance of atmosphere? So first, it works as a blanket, traps the radiations reflected back from the Earth's surface that keeps the average temperature quite steady and suitable for sustenance of life. Second point, it provides carbon dioxide for photosynthesis and oxygen for respiration and combustion. This is a repeat point. It prevents a sudden change in temperature because it acts like a blanket around the earth. And then it enables us to hear sound. If not for the atmosphere, we would not be able to hear sound.